Hey, what's happening, you guys? And welcome to the Proclivity Podcast, episode 97. I'm here as your host, Joel Cochran, joined by the incredible co-host, Emily Rodella. And Emily, we're going to talk about how we're not losing weight. Well, right now, you and I are losing weight because we're on a 3-day fast. Yet we're going to address the common statement that we get all too often. I'm just not losing weight. I'm doing all the right things. I'm just not losing. You know what it must be? It's my thyroid. It's my hormones. Not saying it can't be, you guys, but a lot of times we need to get the foundational stuff first. So this is what we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about the reason why we tend to want to lose weight. Why do we actually want to lose weight? What's the whole point behind it? We're also going to do some role playing where I am going to act like the normal client that we may get and talk about why I'm not losing weight. And some of this might resonate with you guys. And then finally, we're going to cap it off with the top 5 tips to be able to lose weight. Our 5 top tips. And it's going to surprise you. The 5 are going to surprise you. I promise you. So buckle in. This is going to be a great podcast. There's going to be laughs and there's going to be silliness. Why? Because we're on hour 45 or 46 of not eating any food. It already took us, 3 minutes to start the podcast? Because Emily was crying because she was laughing so much. I was losing my mind. You should have seen the stuff I was doing. And if you join on YouTube, you can. Emily, why are you holding your podcast mic?
Because it's shaking and causing noise.
Okay. Well, there you go, guys. We're complete pros around here. Are you ready to dive into this?
Yes. Yeah, please.
Please. Yeah, we got to get started. Here we go. Emily, a lot of people that go on a diet are looking to lose weight. Yet the real question is, and we love asking the question, curiosity kills conflict. Why do people want to lose weight?
Well, initially, people say to us or think, I just want to look good naked, right? Or look better, feel lighter. Yet oftentimes when we dig a little deeper, it comes back down to, I want more confidence. I want to feel better about myself in general, right? So usually it comes back to, I want to perform better, whether it be in a workout or literally throughout your workday.
Yeah.
I want to look better and I want to feel better.
Yeah. I agree. We get, we just had a client the other day of like, I just want to be able to do whatever I want to do, right? If it's a time to go on a hike or it's time to play with my kids, I want to be able to just jump up and do it. And having that freedom, just like financial freedom, being able to have movement freedom is a huge confidence boost, right? Can you imagine if your friends were just like, hey, let's go on a 5K run? You're like, cool. Hey, let's go hike this mountain. No problem. Hey, do you want to go try this different class? Sure. I'll jump right in. That creates a ton of confidence. You know what also builds a bunch of confidence? Looking in the mirror and be like, damn, I look good. Boom. Now we get more confidence there. And so I really relate back to wanting to lose weight is I want to build confidence. Yeah, confidence is internal. We've also worked with plenty of people who have incredible bodies. Confidence real low. And so it's really making sure what is our identity when it comes to wanting to lose weight. And we've worked with people in the past who have struggled with food and their bodies. And by going through the proclivity method, they were able to break that old identity and create a new one where they're free of thinking about food all the time or what their body looks like. Because once again, losing weight is a 2-part process. It's mental and it's physical. And so if you're out there and you're like, man, I really want to lose weight, and I saw this and I'm I'm all in. That's because I want to lose weight. We want to tell you there are those two parts. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go into a little role playing. You ready to do this, Coach?
Let's do it.
Okay. You guys, who knows how this is going to go? Okay. Again, 45th hour of no food. This is going to go great. And so I'm going to paint the scene. I am going to be the client coming to Emily, and my main focus is wanting to lose weight. Okay. So let's get into it.
All right, Joel. So tell me about what is your main pain point and why do you think we have that?
Yeah. You know, I'm just feeling super heavy. I got some aches and pains, but I'm too heavy these days. And I'm really trying to exercise and get my weight down. I want to be able to fit back into my pants. I just really want to be able to have that confidence that I once had. And I believe getting my weight down and managing my weight is one of the best ways I can do that.
Yeah. And why do you think you're feeling heavy? Yeah, let's start there.
Like when I was 18, I was around 170 pounds. Now I'm sitting at like 200, and it just doesn't feel natural in my body. It's hard to walk upstairs. When I do workouts, it's really laborious, right? It takes a lot of effort. It's hard to play with my kids at times too. And, obviously looking in the mirror, I don't really like what I see.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. I can feel for you. It's not a fun feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's go back to why do you think you're feeling that way? Are there any things throughout the day, throughout the years even, that have led to you feeling this way?
Well, I mean, I would say that, just watching myself get bigger and bigger, has really led to some confidence issues. And I really just want to lose that weight. And I really feel like I'm doing everything that I'm supposed to be doing, but I'm not losing the weight.
Mm-hmm. What are the things that you feel like you're doing well that you're supposed to be doing but aren't working?
Well, I mean, I'm making sure that I'm eating, super healthy every day. I'm working out, almost every single day. And I just can't seem to lose the weight. I think it's a hormone or thyroid issue.
How would you say your sleep is? How many hours of sleep? Do you feel like it's quality sleep?
I mean, I probably get around 6 hours of sleep, maybe 5.5 hours. I mean, I got my business that I'm running, I also got some kids, and so it's just really tough to be able to get that sleep. But I run really well on, 5.5, 6 hours of sleep.
Yeah. How would you say your energy and or stress levels are throughout the day?
Oof, it's tough getting out of bed, 100%. But I usually get up and I get a cup of coffee down, and that really helps to start energizing my day. But after I get the kids to school and I'm at work, after I have my lunch at noon, I really start feeling a crash. It's really hard for me to focus. I get really lethargic. And so then I usually end up having another coffee, or I'll go to Starbucks and get a double shot espresso, because it helps to really reinvigorate me and get me going again.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And what does your breakfast look like? Or do you eat breakfast?
Yeah, my breakfast is good. I usually grab it to go. I do one of those egg sandwiches, right? So I do like ham, an egg, and then it's on an English muffin. And then I have one of those fruit yogurt cups that I take with me. And then sometimes I'll bring a protein shake as well. And so being able to get out the door, maybe I'll have a banana or some other fruit too as well, jamming out the door.
Okay. And then what about your your movement throughout the day? Are you on your feet? Are you sitting down? Are you getting a workout in? And when is that?
Yeah, my workout's in the evening. My wife picks up the kids. But I mean, I'm, desk job. I'm a desk jockey. So I'm sitting pretty much throughout the day, meetings and so on and so forth. And then in the evening, after I've had, those espresso shots, those really help to drive me and get to my workout in the evening before I get home.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Do you ever track your steps or anything like that? Or what kind of workouts are you getting in?
Ooh, yeah. My steps, probably around maybe 2,000 or 3,000 steps a day. I know they talk about doing 10,000 steps a day, but I mean, with my job, it's really tough to be able to get moving. And then in the evenings, I go to a HIIT class, and I hit that hard. I know that I really need to sweat and make sure that I'm burning those calories, and so I hit it as hard as I possibly can, and it feels real good after I'm done.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then I head home after that.
Yeah, I get that. Is there anything else that you feel like you couldn't, the things that you feel like you're doing right? You're getting your workout in. It sounds like you are eating some quality foods is what you feel like for you.
Yeah.
Anything else that you're doing that just feels like the wheels are spinning for you?
Well, I mean, lunches, I do a meal service. And I have one of those, keto meal plans that I'm on, which is great. It's delivered super easy for me. But I find myself like really wanting to snack in between breakfast and lunch, and even lunch and dinner. And so usually what I have is I have some stuff that's just at my desk that I can pop in. It's keto friendly, and it really helps to give me a little boost right before I'm about to do my workout.
Okay, so your workouts are feeling good, yet your energy in the morning is not feeling great. You're getting about 6 hours of sleep.
Yeah, it's tough to get going. It's tough to get going, but when I get going, like, I feel pretty good. By the end of the night, when I'm with my family, I can tell that I'm a little short. I'm tired. I'm, fatigued, but, the stress throughout the day, just managing everything at work and so on and so forth. And it can be pretty darn stressful. And sometimes it's hard to be able to go to sleep at night. I'm trying to finish off a couple different things with work. And then, I also am, just running through all the different things that are going on throughout the day. So sometimes at the end of the night, I'll have a nightcap, just one drink, right? Usually it's a whiskey or something, just to be able to take the edge off a little bit and relax.
Mm-hmm. Okay. There we go.
And that is quite the rundown. Maybe you resonated with any of that. What do you think that guy's name is?
Mark.
Mark it is. That's Mark. Mark is a man is in his 30s, maybe early 40s, kids, successful business, doing the things that he heard that he should do. Keto, right? Protein shake, make sure to get your fruits. Yet, Emily, what's going on with Mark? What's keeping Mark from actually losing weight?
Well, a few things, of course. We always look back to what we call our proclivity pyramid. And if you haven't heard of that before, definitely go back we have it in a blog post and another entire podcast on that. And so we start at looking at our language. What are we telling ourselves? Right? Oh, well, every time I asked Mark, why doesn't he think he's making progress? He kept going to just how he felt, right? Rather than actually asking the question and answering it. Why am I not?
Mm-hmm.
And perhaps he really doesn't know. That's why we're here to help.
Right.
But also we're not taking time to answer the true question. Does that make sense?
Well, yeah, because I'm doing all the things, Emily, right? Mm-hmm. Mark is doing all the things. Okay. I'm eating the protein, right? I'm having the fruits. I mean, I have an egg sandwich in the morning. What's wrong with my morning?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So it the egg sandwich, yes, there's some protein, some fat. You're saying the berry or fruit yogurt. Yeah, again, like you're getting some things there, but most likely that is going to be very low protein and actually high carb. And the most important thing there, low protein, right? So some of us can get away with higher carb or higher fat, yet the protein is the main one for most people. Egg and even ham sandwich is likely going to be under 15 grams of protein. And that would be a high estimate.
High estimate. What about the first thing that I drink in the morning? What's wrong with that?
Yeah, right. So anytime we're drinking coffee first, we're dehydrating ourselves even more. First thing in the morning when anyone wakes up, we're usually most dehydrated at that point, right? From not drinking water overnight, from breathing out water into the air and sleeping. So we need water first, if not water and electrolytes. And so coffee is a diuretic. It's going to dehydrate you even more. It's going to start the hormone imbalance. For some people who tend to be high cortisol, the go hard charger, their cortisol is already very high. And if you're starting your early morning right off the bat with lots of caffeine, it's going to boost that even higher and stress our body even more and cause that energy crash later in the day, most likely.
Oh, what do you mean? That after 12 o'clock crash? And what about my lunch? That go-to meal service. What's usually the issue with the go-to meal service?
Couple things. Usually, again, low protein or not enough protein, I should say. Also, they could be using the poor quality oils, right? Canola, soybean, grapeseed, sunflower oil. Those are the inflammatory oils. So whether it's going to have an effect on your energy, inflammation for sure, and digestively for some.
And then is that going to cause me to want to snack on the non-GMO, gluten-free, keto, whatever bag of whatever? And 100%. What's the matter with that?
Right. So when we're not getting enough protein, it is going to likely make us hungry or crave snacks. For some people, they're not getting enough food in general from those. They might be 400 calories. We need a little bit more for that, especially if you're doing those workouts. And then you reach to the keto snack, and the keto snack can be fine in moderation, of course, but if it's a daily thing, we tend to overeat it. It tends to, they're high in sugar, alcohols, and high fat, high fiber, which can mess up our digestion as well. And they're just addicting, right? And so digestively, overeating calories of just fat, right? If there was some protein added in there, maybe that would be better. But again, digestively, and then overeating the fat and or carbs. If some people are reaching for a piece of fruit or crackers rather than the keto snack, it's the same thing. You're overeating those things and not enough protein.
And what if one of my favorite things, all right, I don't do that keto snack, but I do almonds. What's the matter with nuts? Aren't they healthy for us?
They are in moderation. And I recommend pairing them with a meal, right, to boost that meal even more. So again, once we're snacking every few hours, which for some people, one snack a day, totally fine. But if we're consistently snacking and we're having digestive issues and energy issues, then we want to reconsider and try something else out. And a lot of the times, even with almonds, we either overdo it or we eat a small amount, like a handful or two, but then we're still hungry. And then we're fighting that internal battle mentally. Like, oh, dang, like I really want more because I'm hungry, but then I can't. And then that's stress in and of itself.
Right. Okay. So we've covered, all right, we're seeing that the breakfast really isn't starting us off solid. Now we're snacking in between lunch. We do the, quick meal because at least it has vegetables and some meat in it, but the meat's usually maybe 20 to 25 grams of protein, not enough vegetables, really probably not enough fats in there to really be satiated to continue on. Right. So then we find ourselves snacking more. Maybe we start having some digestive issues, some heartburn, maybe the bubble guts, right? It just feels like it's churning in your stomach. And then I want to hit my caffeine because I'm really tired. What's the matter with hitting caffeine at 2 o'clock to be able to push away that snooze?
Well, depending on what kind of metabolizer you are of caffeine, that's going to cause poor sleep and continue to mess with your circadian rhythm, aka your energy levels and your hormone balance. So definitely two-pronged there, if not more, of throwing off your energy for the night and or next day. And in messing with our quality sleep, right? So if you're only sleeping 6 hours, it's going to cause, if you're going to only sleep 6 hours, you need that to be the highest quality, and that's not going to help.
Well, and could that be a reason why I'm doing work later, or why it's hard for me to slow down my mind?
Exactly. Yeah. So if you're keyed up at night, that's either you're overdoing the caffeine, and or your cortisol is up at night and it's not supposed to be.
Okay. So I'm doubling up on the espresso, but I got to get jacked for my high intensity workout. What's going on with my high intensity workout? Should I not be doing it?
Yeah. So we love high intensity workouts if done appropriately for the right person in the right amount of time. So we usually recommend 2 to 3 high intensity workouts a week at most, really, for most people. Yet that is paired with, hey, if your hormones are balanced, if you're doing the right things with getting sunlight in your eyes, you're getting enough sleep, you're not super stressed or go, go, go. Because if we are super stressed, we're go, 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 lack of sleep, again, our hormones are off balance, our cortisol is too high. And then what do? You go do that high intensity workout that's high stress, high cortisol. It's continuing to off balance our hormones to where they're supposed to be at. So it depends the person, but for this person, Mark, high intensity workout every single day is going to cause those hormones to be even further off balance, which leads to, right, when we have too high cortisol too often, our body's in survival mode, is less likely to let go of that excess fat because it's like, hey, I'm stressed out. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if I'm going to get another meal. That's that survival mechanism back in the day when we didn't know if we were going to get another meal another day. And so it holds on to the calories.
And usually with cortisol being too high, where is that body fat stored?
It's usually stored in our midsection.
Mark just doesn't understand why he can't get rid of that inner tube that's around his stomach. I'm working out so hard. Okay. I have my meal. I'm eating the nuts. I'm having my protein shake in the morning. See how this is all lining up, folks? If you're still with us right now, you might be shaking your head like, oh, okay. Mark is riding a cortisol high all day long. It's being hard for him to sleep when he does get to sleep, right? Sometimes needing a nightcap. What's the matter with one whiskey, which really is a double pour?
Right. Or a glass or two of wine helps me relax and fall asleep. Yeah, it may help you fall asleep, but it's going to prevent you from an appropriate amount of deep and REM sleep, which is quality sleep. So again, you may fall asleep better. You may relax a little better in the evening, yet you're not going to get that quality sleep which means poor energy the next day, poor decision making, more cravings, right? Everything that follows that too.
Right back to the loop, right? And here we go over and over again, wondering why we can't lose the weight. Slow is fast, right? Or no. Slow is smooth, right? Smooth is fast, right? That's a CrossFit saying right there. And that's being able to go, guys, we need to actually be much more in a parasympathetic state. We want whatever you think that you're, no, I'm good. I'm not that stressed. You'd also know who in comparison, an alcoholic really doesn't drink that much, right? Oh no, I mean, I just had a 12-pack. I'm fine. They can have a 12-pack and function. Why? They've gotten used to it. I'm knocking on the door of you workaholics. Okay. You've worked so much and so hard. Of course you're not stressed. You've gotten used to it. Yet your body is showing you. Okay. If you're a guy out there, your hair is thinning. You got the pot belly. Okay. Your testosterone levels are that of a 14-year-old female. You don't have the same sex drive. You don't have skeletal muscle mass. Your arms look like noodles. I'm speaking to you guys. Females, I'll let Emily talk about that. I'm not going to talk about it. What about females who are riding on a cortisol high, who's a workaholic? What could they see?
Yeah. Oh, well, I'm eating 1,500 calories a day, right? So I feel I'm eating the right stuff. I'm getting some veggies in there and some fats and some proteins. And what that looks like is weight around the midsection that's really hard to get rid of. Again, you still could be working out, yet it oftentimes looks like cardio or HIIT workouts. And again, working 8, 10, 12-hour days, sleeping 6, 7 hours of sleep, and feeling burnt out, but still getting all the right things in. But perhaps the HIIT workout maybe 3 times a week and then nothing the rest of the week. So.
All right. So hopefully you guys, this is bringing up some light to your current situation of like, oh, I thought I was eating right. We get it. And through the proclivity method, we show you simple. Okay, because there's a difference between simple and easy. Simple, essential steps to be able to start really applying long-lasting habits. And today we're going to talk to you about five different tips. Some mental, some physical. And we're going to run through these to help you start making that shift. We want you to make the shift. So let's dive into it. I'm gonna start off with the first one, Emily.
Go for it.
First one, and this is something we teach in the proclivity method, soft talk. Soft talk. Emily, what is soft talk?
It's a slap in the face. No, it's a good slap in the face. It is the language that we use that's creating uncertainty and a lack of confidence.
Absolutely. What tactful word could we use to create uncertainty or ambiguity in our sentences?
Perhaps, maybe, possibly, like I feel like.
Yeah, sorta, kinda. Ooh. You guys, there's a big difference between, I really should eat more protein. 2, I could eat more protein. 2, I can eat more protein. 2, I will eat more protein because. See, the because is a 33% buy-in right there. Just answer the because. So whatever you're struggling with right now, I should write down something right now, something you think that you should be doing. Maybe it's to fitness, maybe it's not. Then I want you to go through the same process. I should, then read it out, see how it makes you feel. I should take care of that project. Tension, pressure, pushing away. I could take care of that project. Yeah, you know what? I'm starting to think, when can I actually get it done? I can take care of that project. Confidence starts flying through the roof. I will take care of that project because it's important for the success of my business. Now all of a sudden I see success, strength within my business. I'm getting that sucker done. When it comes to making a change, the shoulds, the coulds, the kindas, the probablys, the soft talk is going to put you right in the middle of the road. And if you stay there long enough, you're going to get ran over. Pick a side of the road. I will. Because. Just try it out. Try it out. And see what happens when you answer the because. So that's number one. What's one for you, Emily? Tip number 2.
For me, the habit of daily movement, for sure.
What does that mean?
So we like to offer as a first start, creating space for you daily to do that. And it does not have to be that hour-long HIIT class.
What?
It's way better for us to get daily moderate movement, even if it's just steps, right? Than the 2, 3, 4 hour-long hard classes during the week, and then we're sitting the rest of the time, right? So if you could simply at your desk during the day, get up every hour, get 5 air squats in or 5 push-ups, whatever you want that movement to be. Could we get a couple extra steps in there? Walk around the building, walk around the block twice a day. That's the stuff that's going to make a bigger difference. And again, we recommend 15 minutes every day, dedicated movement. That could be whatever you want. In a perfect world, we're getting some strength in there. We're getting some cardio in there, but start where you can start.
15 minutes.
That's it.
15 minutes, you guys. And if you follow me on Instagram, I'll post all the time the workouts that I'm doing that's under 30 minutes. Never had a better body. I'm 37 years old. I have not had a better body now than any other time. Daily movement. And as a commitment. Which brings us to tip number 3. Identity. You know why I started moving every single day?
Why, Joel?
Because I said I am a person who moves every single day. I am. Those 2 words right there, you guys. I am. Is going to create identity. And we can go positive or negative. I'm so tired. Cool. You're so tired. I'm so proud. Cool. You're proud. I am a person who moves every day. I am a person who has veggies at every single meal. I am a person who doesn't have sugar. I'm a person who doesn't drink. Those things. Now, is there times that I might have some sugar? Every once in a while. But the identity is that I don't do it. And I don't feel bad about it when I do have some sugar. But the identity is like, no, cool. I'll pass on sugar. I just don't have it. It's fine. If there's some sugar in some things, okay. But I'm not seeking out sugar. I can't tell you the last time since I made that identity shift that I went like, ooh, I'm going to go get some ice cream. I don't think I have. I literally don't think I have. And that identity is important. So create an I am sentence for yourself and just put it out there. I'm the kind of person who, and see how it works. I'm a person who moves every day. I'm a person who walks 5,000 steps every day. I'm a person who gets sunlight every single day. It's just what I do. See what happens. Yeah. Okay, that's tip number 3. Tip number 4.
Ooh, sleep. Sleep. If we are saying, I just don't have time, it's hard for me to fall asleep. Why? Right? How can we create more sleep first and foremost? Because without that, again, our blood sugar is imbalanced first thing in the morning. It's just if you look at the results of your blood sugar after a poor night's sleep, you're on your way to being insulin resistant, pre-diabetic. That's going to increase cravings. That's going to cause poor energy. It's going to cause you to eat more that day. So sleep and quality sleep, prioritize that.
And what do we suggest? How much sleep?
Starting off with at least 8 hours of sleep. So that might mean 9 hours in bed for you.
Yep.
Start there.
Which sounds wild, guys, but I started losing body fat when I started sleeping more. I used to run a gym, right? I'd sleep 6 hours a night. Then I started sleeping 8 hours a night. Boom. Inflammation gone. Body fat down. Sleeping essential. And then tip number 5. Let's take them home.
Man, we're going to call this double the essentials. And we mentioned it earlier. Protein. Number 1, protein. This is where most people are missing out. Promise you, if you want a better body composition, you're likely not getting half the amount of protein you need.
Yep.
So think, starting point, what's your ideal body weight? Match that in grams of protein. That would be something to build to. But at a bare minimum, 30 grams of protein at every meal or every time you eat. 30 grams.
Bare minimum.
Yep. Second in the double the essentials category, water. You're likely not drinking enough water and or electrolytes. So double down on water. Just experiment with it. See how it feels for you. It's not going to hurt you.
Not going to hurt you. Last one to double down on.
Veggies. This could be fruit for some people, right? If you have digestive issues, but for most people, double down on the veggies, add more veggies to your plate. You will notice that you're more full for longer, probably have better poops. Win.
100% better poops. Double it down, you guys. 30 to 40 grams, depending if you're male or female, right? Every single meal. Get more water. And if you're like one of the people that are like, oh, I drink a gallon a day, then you need more electrolytes.
Right.
and probably less water.
Right.
You still need to double something. And then lastly, like I told you before, one of my identities is I always have veggies at every single meal. So I will take a burger home to cut up cucumbers, to have cucumbers with my burger if I'm deciding I'm going to have a burger. It is an identity that has helped me to make sure that I have fiber at every single meal. And then I avoid having the fries because I'm like, oh, my fries are my cucumbers. So there it is, you guys. Being able to lose weight is a long-term gain. It is not short-term gain. It takes time. And if you are looking to make change, you want to create the habits that are not only going to help you lose weight, but it's going to help you function better, feel better, and live a better life. We're all trying to live the best quality of life we can for the longest possible time. And we do that from foundational nutritional habits. And we teach that in the proclivity method. So if you guys want to come hang out with us,
We do.
we do it. We change people's lives. So, Coach Emily, anything else before we sign off on episode 97?
Oh man, I saw a quote today. So yes, I'm going to leave you guys with this. All right, you ready?
Ready.
You are replaceable at your job. Your money is just digits on a screen. Your favorite sports team doesn't care about you. Your car is an overpriced bunch of parts. Your family is the most real and the most important thing in your life. Are you prioritizing it that way? And I saw that. I loved it. I love it. It's good reminder.
Beautiful reminder. Beautiful. All those things, you will be replaced in your job. Your car will break down and end up in the bottom of a landfill. Your legacy can live on forever. However, you have to decide the identity that you're giving to yourself and to those around you. Because your identity repeated over time, that is your legacy. Hit it deep at the end. I love it, Emily. You guys, if you liked this show, please give us a review. It really helps us. Share it with somebody. Like it, save it, send it. We all love all those things. We appreciate you guys joining in today. We love and appreciate all of your support. If you ever need anything, reach out to us, team@proclivity.co, joel@proclivity.co, or emily@proclivity.co. You also can go to www.proclivity.co for more information, more resource, and more fun. That is it. We love you guys. And as always,
Best day ever.
let's go.